The gift of giving. The first snow of December fell in thick, silent sheets, blanketing the small town of Willow Creek in a hush that seemed to muffle even the worries of its people. In the heart of this town, 12-year-old Emma sat by the frosted window, her breath fogging the glass as she watched the world turn white. She pressed her palm to the cold pane, wishing she could press her worries away just as easily. Her mother, once the town's most beloved baker, had been out of work for months, and the warmth of their home was now more memory than reality. Emma's father had left years ago, and though her mother tried to fill the emptiness with laughter and stories, Emma could see the lines of worry deepening around her eyes. Christmas was only 2 weeks away, but the only thing Emma wanted was to see her mother smile again. That evening, as Emma helped her mother patch a worn blanket, she overheard a conversation between her mother and Mrs. Jenkins, their elderly neighbor. Mrs. Jenkins, frail but spirited, had always been kind to Emma, often slipping her a cookie or two when she passed by. But tonight, her voice trembled as she spoke of her own troubles. Her heater had broken, and she couldn't afford to fix it. Emma's mother, despite their own struggles, promised to bring over some soup and extra blankets. Emma watched her mother's tired face soften with compassion, and something inside her shifted. She realized that even in their hardship, her mother found ways to give. That night, Emma lay awake, the seed of an idea taking root in her heart. The next morning, Emma bundled up and set out into the snow, determined to find a way to help not just Mrs. Jenkins, but others in their neighborhood who were struggling. She started by shoveling driveways for the elderly, refusing payment, but accepting old scarves, mittens, and canned goods in return. She visited the local library where she made a sign. Emma's Winter Exchange. Give what you can, take what you need. She pinned it to the community board, hoping someone would notice. At first, only a few people came by, shyly leaving a can of soup or a pair of socks. But as word spread, more and more neighbors joined in, each bringing what little they could spare. Emma's small act of kindness began to ripple through the town, warming hearts even as the temperature dropped. As the days passed, Emma faced challenges that tested her resolve. Some people doubted her intentions, whispering that she was too young to make a difference. Others, embarrassed by their need, hesitated to accept help. Emma felt the sting of rejection, but she remembered her mother's gentle words. Kindness is never wasted, even if it's not always accepted. She persisted, reaching out to those who needed it most, offering a smile, a warm meal, or simply a listening ear. Slowly, the walls of pride and suspicion began to crumble, replaced by a sense of community that had long been missing from Willow Creek. One evening, as Emma was delivering a basket of food to a family whose father had lost his job, she found herself invited in for dinner. The family, grateful for her help, insisted she stay. As they shared stories and laughter around the table, Emma realized that the true gift of giving was not in the things exchanged, but in the connections forged. She saw her own struggles reflected in their eyes, and for the first time in months, she felt less alone. Christmas Eve arrived, and the town gathered in the square for the annual tree lighting. This year, the tree was decorated not with expensive ornaments, but with handmade gifts and notes of gratitude from those who had been helped by Emma's Winter Exchange. As the lights flickered on, Emma's mother pulled her close, tears shining in her eyes. You've given this town something I never could, she whispered. You've given them hope. Emma looked around at the faces illuminated by the soft glow of the tree. Faces that had once been etched with worry, now lit with joy. She realized that in giving to others, she had received more than she ever imagined. A sense of purpose, a community united, and the knowledge that even the smallest act of kindness could change the world. As snowflakes drifted down, Emma understood that the true gift of giving was not in what was given, but in the love that grew from it, a love that would warm Willow Creek for many winters to come.